with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And here's the 9th leading rusher in the NFL in 2019, Joe Mixon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Bengals 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Let's go, defense.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
That's the reason we go for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. A handoff to Mixon. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
him to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And some room to roam now. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 83 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead.
Vinatieri for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And a Bengal first down.
First down, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, what a move. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he locates Walker, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First and 10.
It's a big play on third down for the Texans. And even 40 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Mixon with a first down carry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Mixon on the toss right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted by the...
We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out to his left. It's caught at the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
touchdown.
Joe Burrow. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call.
the 23-yard line.
this is a quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first and 10, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
At the 33-yard
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
46 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Green with a catch left side.
Burrow's pass.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's third and 10. On third down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Here's a give to Mixon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6.
9-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Bengals touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Mixon on the carry.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eluding the... And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Texans 14. Matt Bosher is set to...
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play. Buying time to his left.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Brandon.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Houston.
Texans.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. That field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively.
Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Brings up 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to number
Tyler Boyd, 82 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Roby on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Kenny Stills.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he finds Stills, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st down, Bengals.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
23 yards.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go now. 70-10 1. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 41's the mic.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another their shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's final score, Bengals 49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling